What's up, guys? We're back at it again with another session of the Nam Studios podcast. Today we have Theresa Cartisano. Did I say your right name?
Yes, you
Last
did.
name right?
Yes,
Cartisano.
Cartisano.
Theresa Cartisano in the hot seat. We were part of LIE together. When did you join LIE?
I joined about 2 years ago.
Okay, so same time as like me and Jolie. So we all started around the same time.
Okay.
And I also just joined another group, the Big Network, where I know your husband from. I'm putting two and two together now because he deals with the bespoke, like custom-made suits and everything, which is awesome. I need to get something from him. But how are you?
I'm doing great.
So,
Doing really good. Glad to be inside because it's freezing out today.
I know, it is freezing. I'm
It
so
is.
done with winter.
Me too.
I'm so done with the seasonal depression. So tell me what you do. Tell me like your business. How'd you get started?
So what I do is save my clients time. I give them really great fitting clothing, but most importantly, I help them to feel awesome.
Okay.
By giving them the best fitting clothing they possibly can get. And how I do that is I visit them in their offices and homes and take care of their custom clothing needs.
Okay.
So I bring everything with me that you need to choose your patterns and your styles, and I help you put outfits together. And I take all your measurements, and then when the clothing arrives, we do a fitting right there in your home or office. So that's how I save you time.
You're like a personal stylist.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
I always told myself that when I make a lot of money, there's three things I'm going to spend money on. A cook, getting my house clean on a weekly basis, and a stylist. So you're like right there on the third part.
I'm number 3.
You're number 3. You know, gotta eat good, got your place looking good, gotta look good.
And you gotta look good.
So
right.
you kind of work like hand in hand, the same thing like your husband does. Like, do you guys work together a lot? Do you deal with men and women? Like, talk to me about that.
Yes. So we work together in the sense that we own the business together. He has his clients and I have my clients. So we don't usually collaborate unless we're doing a presentation in front of a group of people. And we do men's and women's. Most of our clients are men, but I'm growing the female division right now quite a bit in the last couple of months.
Okay.
I'm the only one that does the women's clothing. He doesn't do that.
Okay.
So if you have women to fit, I'm the one to call.
Yeah. Okay. And so why is it that like you feel that you deal with more men than women? Are women not like comfortable with the stylist part, or is it just didn't market it?
Actually, because I did not have a tailoring facility that would make women's clothing in the past, there are a lot more outfits out there that make men's custom clothing and not that many that make women's custom clothing. And a lot of them are very difficult to work with. It is also much harder to fit women than men because our shapes vary so much more than men. So we didn't really have a supplier for that. So I recently found a tailoring facility that makes women's clothing, and that's why we're doing women's clothing now.
Okay, and how are they liking it?
They love it.
Yes.
For years, I had women saying, "Do you do women's clothing?" And I'd say, "No, we don't." And they'd say, I would love to have custom clothing because I can't find clothing out there that fits well. So now I'm so happy that I can take care of the women out there because they really are loving it.
Yeah, I found that a little hack for me when it comes to clothing is, as anybody does, you buy stuff off the rack or off the shelf, but bringing it to like your local tailor and just like tweaking it a little bit makes all of the difference. I would tweak
Definitely.
Levi's jeans. I would tweak T-shirts, like simple white T-shirts. I would tweak and it would fit so much better. Like that's like a hack, and it would only. I mean, it's more expensive now, but I remember when I started doing it, like a simple, like I don't know, like pleat or something would be like $2, $1. Like
That is a good price.
Yeah, it's went up now. So
One of the things I always tell people is find yourself a good tailor.
Yeah.
because, like you said, just because you buy it off the rack doesn't mean that it fits you the way you want to.
Yeah.
And sometimes all you do have to do is tweak it. I have to bring every pair of pants of mine to the tailor because I'm short. So I always have to at least have them hemmed.
Yeah.
So, and other times I do, I do other things to tweak them as well.
Yeah. Same as me. Like, if I go buy a pair of pants, I'm like a 33, 34, 34, 34. But I always tweak it just a little bit. So if I wanted to have it the long look or the short look, that's what I do.
Yeah.
So
good.
how long have you been doing this?
A long time. 25 years.
Okay.
About 25 years.
Okay. And did you start it on your own, or did you work in the area business beforehand?
So I worked for another company that does what I do. And so did my husband. That's where we met. And then in 2005, we started Christopher Allen, which is our own business. So we've been in business for our 20-year anniversary now.
Wow, that's a long time. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're doing well.
That's awesome. I remember telling your husband, I was just like, I try to make it a point to buy one suit a year. And recently I've just had really good I'd had really good experiences at, what's that store in the mall? Suit Supply.
Okay.
Suit Supply, which is pretty good. But I was like, now that I know you guys, I was like, I'm going to have to, this is 2025, I'm going to have to come to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I got the black, I got the blue. Like, now it's time to go into the colors. That's what I'm trying to go into the colors and the patterns.
What's one of the advantages of working with us is that we have thousands of fabrics to choose from. So I have a lot of different colors, a lot of different patterns, so you could really diversify your wardrobe.
Yeah. And is it more, I mean, I know as a guy, it's like when I think of custom, I really think of suits, blazers, that kind of stuff. But do you do other things like summer wear, like shorts, shirts, like that kind of stuff?
We do. We've expanded our more casual line in the last handful of years. So we do shorts now. We do popover shirts, which is kind of like a polo shirt, but it has a regular collar as opposed to like the soft kind of collar that polo shirts normally have.
Yeah.
We do short sleeve shirts for the summer. We do a lot. We have a lot of what I call tech fabrics.
Okay.
They're man-made fabrics, and they're usually very stretchy.
Okay, like the ones you find at like Lululemon or something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that fabric.
Yeah, most people do because it's so comfortable because it stretches.
It stretches. It's moisture wicking.
Yeah. And so traditionally, when we first started with these like tech fabrics for pants, it was more for golf pants because 10 years ago, guys weren't really wearing those in a business casual setting. But now we sell those all the time to people to wear with their sport coats or just with a nice button-down shirt. So, and we have such a great selection of them.
Yeah, and how do you usually find your clients? I mean, I know you're networking and doing stuff, but like, how do people find you? Because, I wouldn't think to like Google you unless I really knew you. So how are you finding a lot of your clients?
Well, our business is probably 95% referral.
Okay.
We've been doing this a long time, and we've done a good job for our clients. So they're always telling people that they know about us. So that's the main way we increase our business. The networking is the other way. We do actually find a good number of people from Google.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you Google Custom Suits Long Island, you'll find us. So we do get some people that way. It's not the majority of our clients, but it's some of them. And also through social media.
Okay.
We've acquired a handful of clients that way.
Have you ever done suits for people's weddings or?
That's become a big part of our business.
Okay.
We used to do weddings here and there. Now we're doing weddings constantly. My thought on it is that since people aren't getting as dressed up as they used to, when it comes to their wedding day,
they want to go all out.
Yeah.
Because now everybody's going to the office anymore. So it's like, when you want to get dressed up, I want to get dressed up.
Yeah. So they're splurging a little bit and getting something custom made instead of renting a tuxedo from a store.
Yeah.
So so we do a lot of weddings.
Okay. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. And not wedding dresses though. Do you do
No wedding dresses. No, no.
You look like that you got some PTSD there. Like you've
Yeah,
had some
no,
bad.
that's a whole different animal. Yeah.
But what about bridesmaids dresses?
No. So, what I do for women is all very like corporate, like structured clothing, like suits. I do pants, skirts, and jackets.
Okay.
That's what I do for women. So, if a woman wants to wear a suit for their wedding, I certainly can do that, but I don't do any kind of formal wear.
Okay.
So most of the weddings that I'm doing are for the men in the wedding, either the groom, the bride and groom's fathers.
Gotcha.
The wedding parties.
Okay.
Like that.
So how do you find a lot of your suppliers? Are these people that you've just grown into throughout the years? Do you do as much as go out to a supplier that might be overseas and then check out their factory? How deep do you get with that?
Well, we're very fortunate because for all of our men's clothing, we have one supplier that has been doing a great job for us. Let's see, we've been in business 20 years, probably for about 17 of those years. And it happens to be owned by the guy that hired my husband in that other company that we used to work in. He's on the manufacturing end now.
Okay.
So they've expanded a lot in the last 17 years, and they offer so much, and they supply us with all the fabrics that we need. And they do a great job on the clothing. So we get all of our men's clothing from there. Okay. So we don't have to look elsewhere. I'm always getting emails from different tailoring facilities looking for my business. But, when something is not broke,
don't fix it.
You don't fix it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what makes you guys, other than being able to have an at-home service, I mean, what makes you guys stand out compared to going to, as I said, a suit supply? Which, also does like the custom fittings and everything like that.
Well, our service is impeccable because that's what we do. We service people. We don't really just provide them with their wardrobes. Since we come to you, service is a big part of our business. And we really put our heart and soul into that. Okay. I travel all over the place for my clients, and I go out of my way, even for a very small thing, because I want to be there for them. And because we're the owners and we're a small business, we're very invested in everything that we do. Yeah. So we're just we give our clients a lot more than a store would.
Okay, awesome. And how many people do you have working for you right now? Do you have a team, or is it just you and your husband?
The team is my husband and myself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, two-person power team.
Two-person power team, and then you guys get the measurements, you get the thing, and then you send it out to your tailors. They do everything for you.
Yes.
Have you ever had any horror stories or feel-good stories where you're just like, oh, this is why I do? Not horror stories. We don't want to talk about horror stories, but feel-good stories. But oh, this is why I do what I do.
Yes, and it happens a lot because I don't just say that when you wear clothing that fits you feel great. It's really true. Yeah, I don't just say that. And when I deliver clothing, people are really excited about it. They're really happy to be wearing it. And they tell me, I'm going to start getting dressed up more, because I want to wear this clothing. And I especially really like delivering suits for grooms because they just feel so excited for their weddings, and they know they look great, and they kind of parade around when they try their suits on. Yeah. So I have a lot of good feel-good moments, I have to say.
That's awesome. And how deep do you go? I mean, I know you're out in Long Island, but would you go to the city or the Bronx?
We have quite a few clients in the city. All of Long Island. We have clients in Connecticut. We have clients in Westchester. Okay. So
you're out and about.
We are. We're always traveling. I put a lot of miles on my car.
Yes. I'm riding them off. And you're making me excited because I've been saying I need to go to you guys, or get something from you guys, do you have like a website where you could kind of see looks and everything, or
Yeah.
you're just open to like, if I pay a picture, I'm like, I want something like this, you'll help me with it from like start to finish?
Yeah, we're always looking for inspiration pictures from our clients. There is somewhat of a limit as to what we can do. We can't always totally replicate something, but it gives us an idea of what you're looking for, so we can tailor it for you that way. We do have a website, and we have a lot of pictures on there. And when we come visit you, we have pictures to show you also of our different styles.
Now, how do you really kind of help somebody get focused on the type of material or whatever they want to use? Because like you said, if you have like hundreds and thousands of, different swatches and materials, I know when I walk into a store and it's like custom and they have all these swatches, I'm like, I don't even know where to start,
It
man.
could be
Like,
overwhelming.
yeah, it's super overwhelming. So how do you help get through that?
Well, I definitely have my favorite fabrics, and I tend to show them, obviously, more than others. So that's how I kind of zone in. A lot of times people don't have a specific pattern that they're looking for, so they're open. So I could take certain collections and show them and kind of point them in the right direction on what I think would work for them based on where they're wearing the clothing, why they're wearing the clothing, and also their coloring and their body type. I will guide people and I will make suggestions about what I think will look good. And then they either agree with me or don't disagree, and we move on. So I limit it. If I showed you every single fabric, you'd never be able to pick anything. So I don't make it overwhelming like that.
Now, were you always a fashionable person? Like
I was always
growing up, you're always like into fashion, different looks. Is that why you got into the business?
Yes. I was always into clothing. I spent like all my money that I made on clothing. I was always going shopping.
Still to this day?
What's that?
Still to this day? Or you make your own custom clothing?
Well, now I make my own. Not everything I wear is custom, but because my casual wear isn't.
Yeah.
My weekend wear, yes, and I still like to shop. Although sometimes I wish somebody would come to me because I'd rather not go into the store,
Yeah, I say this all the time. The older I get, the more I appreciate like bespoke, like custom services where like people come to you and take care of you instead of you going like, it's so much better. It's so more relaxed.
Yes, it is. Because as you get older, you're busier, you have more responsibilities. You don't have that spare time to go and do those things. So it's great having things done for you.
Yeah, even to the point where it's just like, a lot of people have lounge access now. If I go to a lounge and it's packed, I get so upset.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to sit outside. I want to sit in the lounge.
Yeah.
So, I mean, where else can, people find you? Where can we, other than your website, do you field phone calls, text messages, things like that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great way to get me.
Okay.
I always have my phone with me. I'm constantly looking at it.
Okay.
So, text messages, phone calls, emails.
Yeah. Do you guys do social media?
We do.
Okay, because I feel like your business is perfect for social media. Like my social media is all about fashion and like memes. Like I use Pinterest a lot. I feel like Pinterest, as a marketing guy myself, I feel like Pinterest is the perfect marketing platform for you guys. Do you use Pinterest?
I really don't.
Oh, you should use Pinterest.
I don't use Pinterest. I don't know if my clients are really on Pinterest.
Okay, they're more older. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You'd be surprised because
maybe
I'm on. Not that I use Pinterest religiously, but sometimes I'll be standing in front of my closet and I'll see like one piece of clothing where it's like, okay, I know I want to wear green pants today, but how do you wear them? How do I wear it? So I'll go on Pinterest and I'll be like, green pants, casual outfit men. And then it just pops up. And then I scroll through. I'm like, oh, I have a shirt that looks like that.
Yes.
So, and then sometimes like, I'm like, oh, I really like that shirt. And if you click on the shirt, if like you posted it, it would bring you to your website and custom clothing.
Right.
That
That's
kind
a
of
great
stuff.
idea.
Yeah.
I should definitely explore that.
Pinterest is a hidden gem. It's a hidden gem.
All right. I got to look into that.
But what's the name of your social media and everything?
Christopher Allen Clothiers.
Okay.
On Facebook and on Instagram.
Okay. And your personal? Do you have a personal or you just
I
use
do,
that one?
yeah. Teresa, on Facebook, Theresa Bombadieri Cartisano
Okay.
is my personal page.
And on Instagram? Do you have one?
I don't have a personal Instagram page because I
you-
was always a Facebook girl.
Okay.
And
And that's where you stuck. But you're on LinkedIn too, right?
I'm on LinkedIn too, Theresa Cartisano, yeah.
Okay, so Facebook and LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to plug? Talk about?
Well, I'm just always willing to help people. So, we also do a lot of donations for charitable events, fundraisers, and things like that. We're always happy to, donate either gift certificates for shirts or
Okay.
sometimes we'll auction off a suit or a sport coat.
Yeah.
So that's the way we like to really help people.
Oh, I would love a good
Yeah.
sport coat. I would bid on a sport coat. If I saw a sport coat at like a silent auction, I would definitely bid on it, especially if it's custom clothing.
Yeah. We usually get a lot of people bidding on them.
Yeah, I would absolutely bid
So
on that.
they raise a good amount of money.
Yeah, I'd rather bid on that than an iPad.
What's that?
I'd
Oh,
rather
yeah.
bid on that than an iPad.
Who wants an iPad when you could have a custom sport coat,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
With like my initials like embroidered inside. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, we donated one to the LIE gala.
Okay. I didn't see that. I would definitely bid on that if I saw
Yeah.
that. Next time I have to look out for you. I'm gonna make sure to look out for you guys now.
Yeah. We'll be there again next year.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming, Theresa. I appreciate
Thanks
you
for
stopping
having
by.
me. This was fun.
Thanks.